Hey guys, it's May 11th, I believe, and we're out here working on the front yard garden again. Uh, yeah, I'm exhausted. We measured out the paths and the walkways a few times because I kept changing my mind on what I wanted. And I think we finally have it figured out for the setup. It's smaller than I thought if I want to keep it an actual square. If I wanted to not have it symmetrical, I could have gone bigger, but that would have drove me nuts. So I'm gonna flip you over and show you what we did so far. Can't guarantee it's not gonna change again. I hope not. I mean, we could still change it, but once I dig the walkways out, I ain't changing it. So we gotta make sure we got it the right way. So I'll flip you around and give you a little tour. Okay, so this is what we have done. Lots of sticks sticking out of the ground. We ran out of string, so yeah, we got to get more. Okay, let's go over this side. We'll kind of talk about what I'm doing here. All right, I just kind of waiting for that bus to pass. So this is the brassica side. We're gonna have the arch trellis in the middle, and then we're gonna have 3 rows in here. So this row is gonna be my cabbage row. This is the walkway. This is the broccoli row. Then the walkway. And then this is where the trellis is gonna go over. So everything here is just gonna be growing up. So I only gave it a foot. It's mostly gonna be beans, melons, and cucumbers. Just along this edge to grow over the trellis. The area back there is where the metal beds will be going. Hopefully, they're still not ordered, so I'm not sure about that yet. Then dug out the walkway a bit. I'm gonna put sawdust down for the first, just for this year. And then this is another 1 foot row. This looks off because this pole is really janky. This is the other side of the arch trellis. So beans, cucumbers, melons are gonna go there. Another walkway. This is only a foot because we're gonna put trellis down here and grow the tomatoes straight up. So they don't really need a lot of soil, but I have 2 feet of walking space on either side so I can get easy access to them. So there's the other walkway. I'm going to do the same with the tomatoes here. Put up the trellis for them to grow up and down on. Another 2 foot walkway to give myself room. Then this is 2 feet, and this is going to be the determinate tomatoes. So I should have said those are the indeterminate or vine. These are like the bush, and we're going to do a full bed of those. I'm going to use a cattle panel bent in like a V shape in the middle. I seen it on a YouTube video. It looked fantastic, so I'm going to try that. And I can't think of their channel name right now. I'm real sorry. If I can think of it later, I will try to add it into the description. Another walkway. And then this is going to be a pepper bed. Then walkway. And then we kind of ran out of space. So we have like 18 inches here. And we'll do onions. So I'm trying to square off the space. So we're kind of losing some growing area here. But I just want it to all be square. And then all this area, because everything is measured off the house. So it's square to the house. But our driveway swoops like this. So this is going to be flowers. So I'm not putting any flowers in the rows themselves, but I am going to have, I'm calling it my flower swoop. I have so many flowers started, so I should be able to fill it pretty easy. I was gonna put some fruit trees in pots here. I might still do a few blueberry bushes and then flowers around them. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out when the time comes. And the space back there where the middle bed is gonna go, hopefully we haven't touched that. And then there's a big area, let me take you up there, where all the soil has to be moved. That's where I'm going to put my table and chairs. I'm so excited. I haven't been able to sit in my garden before. And yes, I still have this crap to deal with. I actually have tomatoes to put in all these little pots. If it would ever warm up, it is so freaking cold here. Okay, and these are also walkways. Sorry, try not to spin too fast. These are actually going down 6 inches, and these will be 2.5-foot walkways. And then this area is where the metal bed will be going here. And then this walkway and the 4-foot metal bed here, and then the long one over there. So all this soil has to be moved. So we'll dig out that and fill it, and then we'll probably even need that to fill it. So then I can have a nice little bistro style table and chairs here. And then, let's see, so we'll pretend I'm sitting at my table. And I can look out at my garden, look in this side. I'm going to have perennials here with herbs, probably some lettuce, stuff like that in here. Maybe some flowers, we'll see. This is going to be a carrot bed when it's built. The one over there is going to be a beet bed. And then I'll be able to look at all my pretty vegetables. Just sit here, drink my coffee. I can't wait, you guys. I'm so excited. I was really disappointed we weren't putting in the metal beds this year, but I'm actually excited for this now. I'm probably going to regret it when I have to bend over to the ground to work it. That's going to suck. Like I don't even have any equipment for in-ground gardening. I have to get a hoe. I need to, I don't know, get some stuff, but I'll figure it out. But this is going to be a lot easier for irrigation because I don't have to go up over the beds. So we'll just do drip. My husband is going to put a, I'm going to call it a spigot, coming out here, I believe, or that corner, one of the corners. I don't remember which one he said, so I can have water instead of taking it from the backyard. And we're going to install drip, and then all my gardens will be on drip, and I won't have to worry about overhead watering and when we go on vacation and all that. So I'm pretty excited. I will bring you along as we continue on this journey. Keep you posted. Let's see. There. You can see my mess in the backyard. I still have to do a video about my greenhouse. I haven't shared that yet. You can see the wood, all the rotten woods in our trailer. That still has to go to the dump. The dump now charges you money to go, which it never used to, which sucks. But I think that's it. I'm kind of exhausted. I got to go in and pot up some peppers, and if I finish them, I will start on the tomatoes. Because I'm so far behind this spring, I just can't seem to catch up. It's hard when it's so crappy outside. But anyway, okay, I'll probably be back in a couple days to show you some more progress. All right, bye. Hey, I'm back with a little update on our front garden makeover. Is that what we're calling it now? It's been a while since I've updated. Maybe a couple weeks. We really didn't get to work on it as much as I wanted to. My husband's now gone back to Greenland for another month working, so now I'm here doing the hard labor. No, he did a lot of this before I left, so I just wanted to flip you around, show you what we got done so far. I was just got as much done as I could. It's about to rain and I'm going to watch my son play soccer, so I figured I'd update. God, what is today? May 25th, 24th, 25th. It's a Monday. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, so I'll show you the progress we have so far. And then hopefully one of these days I will be finished and do the grand reveal. Okay. Ta-da! Oh, this is really hard to see from here. On my side, it looks much better. Okay. Oh, so we got the trellis in. I don't think I posted that yet. And of course, it is windy, so I really hope you can hear me. But doesn't it look great? We had to get an extra one. So we have 4 along the sides. And we put the cement blocks in. So that looks really good. This level here, I'm going to have to take each one out and put dirt under it to lift it up to match, but that's not important right now. So we haven't gotten the metal, so those beds are not going to be done for at least a month. But these rows will be planted. So this is what I just did today, and wow, you really can't see the difference. Let's see if we go down. Can you tell yet? They are maybe 12 to 18 inches deep. Maybe when I get the sawdust in, you'll be able to see better. So I've got 3 rows here. The row against the trellis where the beans, cucumbers, and melons will grow. And then these 2 were supposed to be fully brassica beds. Oh, the rain is starting. But I really don't know if we're going to eat that many brassicas. I don't think I need a whole row of cabbage. I don't know. I'm kind of toying with a few different ideas. For some reason, I am on a tomato kick this year, and I just want to put tomatoes absolutely everywhere. So I thought maybe this row would be the brassica row, and this could be another tomato row. I don't know. I'm getting a little greedy with the tomatoes this year. I just want to grow all the tomatoes. So I had to kind of pack the soil in for it to stay up. And then we have the row here for the beans, cucumbers, and melons. And then the first tomato bed. And I dug out half of this, and that's as far as I got it. And I think that took me like at least 3 hours. I should have tilled it again because it was so hard to shovel. It was so compact. And for the rest, I don't know, we're supposed to get rain today and tomorrow maybe. We'll see how that goes. I did retill this. Oh, and we got the bricks done on this side. Yeah, sorry, that was just someone saying hello as they drove by. I'm loving it. I love having the bricks on both sides. It really gives it more definition. So this is going to be flowers, and then we filled in more space here. I got to fill in the blocks. So we'll see how much space I have. I really want to do an extra tomato row somewhere. I was going to do a row of onions. I might just put them in the other rows, like in between plants or something. I don't know. I'm constantly trying to decide on what I want to do. So that bed is not going to be built for at least a month, which is fine. We got to deal with what we have, I guess. So, but anyway, it's really starting to rain. I'm getting cold now. I'm going to head to soccer, but I just wanted to do this quick update. All right, bye. Hey, it's been a while again, unfortunately. I've been so incredibly busy that I haven't stopped to take the time to make some videos. So today it's about to rain. I'm just finishing up in the greenhouse, and I thought, all right, I got an update on our front yard makeover, garden makeover, I guess we're calling it. I have officially got all the rows made. It only took me a month, or more than that. They're not all planted, but they're made. And I've decided to put some weed fabric over them because I just don't want to deal with the weeds this year. And hopefully we're going to get the back beds done soon. And I will do a greenhouse video one of these days, I promise. It is jam-packed with seedlings that I'm selling right now. So anyway, I'll flip you over and show you the progress that we've made. All right, let's back this up. And I don't know if you can tell, but there are rows made and then little divots. I originally started making them really deep, like digging all this out, piling it on top. Kind of, you can see how high this one is and how high these ones are. But that took a tremendous amount of time and energy that I discovered I did not have. So instead of doing it this way, I re-tilled all the soil because it had gotten so compact since I hadn't done anything in over a month. And I restarted with all these rows, and they're only maybe 3 inches. I don't know. They kind of all change up, and then I have a little divot. And the sawdust is going to go in these, but I'm going to wait till I put the fabric over first because it'll probably like come out into the aisle a bit. And then I'll cover it with sawdust, and we should be good. I'm putting 1 tomato down the middle of each row, so it's not going to really shade the weeds out, and I don't want to be in here picking. So these are 16-foot rows. I'll probably put anywhere from 12 to 14 tomatoes in each row, and then they're going to grow up a trellis. So this is the same. Oh, the rain is starting already. 1 row down the middle, and then they'll grow up a trellis. And I'm also going to have drip irrigation put out here. These are also tomatoes, but they are the bush or determinate type. So they have a wider spacing, but they will just be 1 row down the middle as well. And I think I'm going to do the Florida weave on these just because the big square cages I like to put around them are quite expensive, and I'm trying to use the least amount of money as possible right now because I've already spent a fortune on that damn greenhouse. I mean, I love it, but yeah. So possibly Florida weave. And then I have room for another row of tomatoes, but I'm going to put my dwarf tomatoes in here. I might be able to, because they're so small, kind of go zigzag and get more in. So we'll see how that works. And then this last row is for peppers. I don't grow a lot of peppers outside anymore. They just don't do well in our climate. It's hard to get them to come to maturity. I will be growing a bunch of them in my greenhouse and in the backyard high tunnels. So because I'm keeping everything square to the house, these rows end here, and then we still have all of this growing space and the blocks. These blocks have already been here for years, so they are full of weeds and I need to weed them. These blocks are new. I will be planting marigolds, calendula, possibly a couple other things in the blocks. These all have to be weeded. But in here, I'm calling it my flower swoop. And I'm going to have zinnias and dahlias and statice and all kinds of pretty flowers. So it'll still look gorgeous. This is my seedling waiting area right now. The metal is in, but my husband is still working, and I haven't learned how to back up a trailer yet, so I'm not picking it up. We're going to wait till he gets home, and hopefully we'll get those beds made. He will be home in a week and a half, I believe. Here I have planted beans twice now, but I don't know if they're just not germinating or if it's the birds, because I have birds. Oh, that is not a bean. What are you? I was thinking that was a bean growing up. I don't think it is. We have not had any nice weather, so it's probably just not warm enough for the beans. Like, I don't see any. Oh, look, they're like popping out of the soil. There's two over here. I think something is digging them up. I have birds that sit on this, and I think they might be messing with them. Yeah, I don't see any more. Oh, see, another one just popped out of the ground. And these ones, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we get. Here's the brassicas that got planted. Honestly, guys, I don't remember if I had a video about this or not. These ones that are by themselves are cabbages, but they will take a while to grow. So in between, I put some kohlrabi because they will be grown and harvested way before the cabbages. And then beyond that is broccoli. And so it's the same here, cabbages and kohlrabi, and then broccoli. And then at the very back is sprouting broccoli, which I prefer to the real broccoli. And we're going to plant in these pavers or cement blocks, whatever you want to call them also. And then hopefully these beds get made when my husband gets home. We can let the hops start climbing again. Yeah, it's a lot of work, a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time, so, and as you can see, the pots have not been filled. I have the tomatoes to go in them if I could find more time in the day. And it's, I think, 8 degrees out right now. And like misting. So it's kind of hard to get a lot of things done. But I'm excited. I've never grown like this before, so it's new to me. I'm seeing marks in here. And they look a little big for a cat. They must be. Something's walking through it. Hopefully nothing gets eaten because it's not fenced in. And my garden before was garden boxes, so they're a little more protected. I'll show you my holding area where most of my brassicas and stuff are. Here's my poles that gotta hold up the trellises, my hanging baskets I made that are frozen, some lettuces, broccolis, cabbages, Brussels sprouts, onions that I honestly don't know if they're gonna get planted, and some zucchini, which I also don't know if it's gonna get planted. A hop that has gone wild that all has to be cut back, unfortunately. So it's a work in progress. Hopefully it'll be done by July. Oh, did I even say what today is? I don't even know. It's a Monday. I believe it is the 15th of June. I'll show you a little peek because I already closed up my greenhouse. I don't want to open it. Of the tomatoes that I'm selling. I just put them outside today. They've been in the greenhouse this whole time, so they're pretty weak. They need to be out in the wind. So let's see. There. There's a lot of them. more than I should have ever done, but I have an issue with growing too many of everything. Yeah. Once they're out here for a day or two, they'll toughen up a lot. There's some tomato baskets I have. I love those. Yeah. And then the new greenhouse. I will do a dedicated video of that. Here's some windowsill planters I'm selling. They have 3 micro dwarf tomatoes in them, and they already have lots of tomatoes. So they're great for people that don't have a lot of growing space. Anyway, I will try my best to update on the greenhouse. Hopefully tomorrow. Doesn't the garden look nice? I'm excited. All right, till next time. Bye.